taking a chance.
How you going, everyone? Samuel here from Krypto Playboy, back once again. Before we begin, can you guys please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more content coming out. Alright, so the other day I did say I was going to start showing you some trading videos that I do myself, and some tips and advice. You know, I'm no professional, so I'm not an expert here, but done a few trades now the last few years, and I'm starting to get a bit of a pattern going on, and made some really good profits off it. There's heaps of content out there on YouTube, or you know, other guys who do this full time to learn from. But hopefully, my little tips here and there give you guys a bit of a hand with it, and you can learn something from it, and it helps you become a better trader. All right. So currently, if you guys know anything about trading in crypto, there's a few main exchanges, this and that, but FTX is probably one of the best known ones. It's a very, very good exchange. It's got a good reputation behind it, and the guy behind it is a genius. He's a multi-billionaire before he's 30 years old, just from trading. So he knows a thing or two about trading, and his exchange actually really shows that, because everything here is designed for traders to work for them. I'll put a link below for FTX. Sign up to it. They give you a little bit of bonus whatever your first time starting with it, and yeah, give it a play on there. You know, before you even start trading, do some paper trades, write down your options you're going to do, and you know what your plan was. Number one thing I recommend with trading is always have a plan. Don't just go in blind and, you know, buy the hype because everyone else is doing it. Actually plan what you're going to do and stick to that plan. You know, if you say I want to make 2% profit on this trade, stick to it. You might write out to 10% profit, but you know, you had a plan, you stuck to it, be happy you made a profit. Because you know, you could go, oh, get a bit more out of it. You get greedy, it goes to 2.3%, boom, crashes down to zero. You know, you lost your 2%. You have a plan, you stick to it, and yeah, stop losses is always a good thing to run if it's your first time out there. But yeah, getting back into FTX. So yeah, this is an exchange I was going to talk to you about, because their token right now is actually very good to be trading on, because recently there's been a bit of news out about them. So FTX has been in the news recently because there's been a lot of new regulations around exchanges and trading on cryptocurrencies, and SEC in America is actually trying to regulate this somehow, and FTX is actually working very well with them, and they're looking to work with the crypto industry, and by doing so they used to have 101x leveraging. They dropped it down to 20. So if they can work together with those type of, you know, American boards or other institutes, like even Australian ones and that later on, you can see this being a long-term exchange being around because they want to work together. And it's been in the news quite a bit now, so FTX price is actually starting to move. Another thing is FTX is now going to be doing NFTs exchange, so they're going to be able to trade NFTs on FTX. Just do a quick Google on NFTs on FTX and you'll find a bunch of information on it. So as you can see, Dolphin Entertainment and West Realmshire Services, owners and operators of FTX US, are teaming up to create an NFT marketplace for major sports and entertainment brands. The pack will combine Dolphin's creative and marketing prowess with FTX knowledge of cryptocurrencies. So anytime you see some good news about a company coming out, it usually means it's going to go up a bit. It doesn't mean it's going to go 10,000 times, it could be a couple %, and that's all you need in a trade to make a profit. So again, check out the site. I'll put a link down there below for you to have a look. But I'll give you my little idea which I think is going to happen with this. I told everyone a couple of days on Instagram about the trade I was making on there. I think 2 or 3 of you guys followed it, so good on you. You made about 12% profit on that. Happy to hear. So I'll keep these videos coming if you want to see them. So to give you guys an idea of how the FTX trade's been playing out, this was the wedge that it was forming. Once it broke their wedge, that's usually a good sign that it's either going up or it's going down. So you got to wait for some confirmations before you make a trade on it. As you can see back here, broke the wedge, but then came back down through the wedge. So if you made a trade to do a long on that, or to buy and, you know, ride the price up if you're not doing any leveraging, that would have been a bad entry because it just crashed back down on you. So that's why I say you got to wait for this to happen. Breaks out, test the resistance level, which it did up here, came back down, and it stopped on a support. So as you can see, support was in here, but around $29, something like that. Came down, tested it again, boom, that was a perfect buy-in zone. So I chucked that up on Instagram, told you guys I'm making a trade now. Hop on, have a look, see why I'm making the trade. And a couple of guys that did get into it, good on ya. We ran this up from here, up to the next level, which we thought was around here, because that was the next resistance level we're facing. So took a profit on that. Yes, did go a bit high afterwards. And there's one thing I always like to say about trading is you'd rather make a profit than no profit. And a profit a day keeps the doctor away. So anytime you're doing trading like this, it's always good to have a plan. You're happy with 2%, 5%, 10% profit. Figure out why you're taking those numbers. Don't just say I want 1,000% profit. You've got to have some reason behind it. I had my reason. I wanted at least 10% profit on this trade, because that's what I usually want to do on a 4-hour chart. 10 to 15, sometimes 20% profits on it. So that's what I ran it up to. I think they ended up being about 14.5 or 15% profit on this trade, and that was my exit point. That I was more than happy with that. Yep, did ride up a little bit higher, but for me, after doing charting and my TA on all this, I wasn't going to push with a little extra 2% profit for myself, so I held back on that and just wait for the next entry point. So if this is anything like I think it's going to play out, this is now coming down. We should kind of see it tickle back down here somewhere. It could go a bit lower, but I'm saying that's a rough entry point. And you can see if we make an entry here again, we can probably ride this way all the way up to the next resistance level, which is this green line, and that's around, say, $40. So probably this is another trade to get into. Once you hit this zone, put your buys in, buy it. If you don't want to do a trade yet, write on a piece of paper, this is what I would have bought in at, and put your percentage you want down on it. You might want like 5%, so you pull out here. You might want 10%. Figure out why you're doing it for and how much you want out of it. But that's where I'm expecting it to go to. So I'll be making a trade on this when it comes through, and expecting it to reach here. So I'm happy to take a exit on here, this section through here. I'm always greedy. I'm here for the long term to do my trades day in, day out, and I think that's a good philosophy for you guys to follow. Don't be greedy. Trading, you may go, oh look, I'm at 10%, or I could go to 11%. Take the 10%. The extra percent might screw you. You might go from, well, it's 11, boom, crashes down to 1%. Negative, now you've lost money. So always a good thing to do is don't be greedy when you're trading. And hopefully this gives you some advice on this. A lot of guys have been asking me to put some tips up on that, because I help a lot of my mates with this. So hopefully what I'm giving you gives you a hand and helps you understand it a bit better. And I'll just try to keep it simple, because for me, when I was first learning this, everything was very, very technical, and there wasn't many people with simple drawings or simple understanding. There wasn't many people with simple understandings like this, where they just gave it to you real basic terms for an average person. So hopefully these tips do help you a bit. But keep in mind, I'm no professional, I'm no expert. I have a construction background. I was never a trader. I just really got into this and learnt a lot about it. And everything I've learnt has been from Google. Heaps of YouTubes, hours and hours and hours of watching and learning. And I've been doing this for about 5 years now, and it seems to be working well. So hopefully I can pass what I've learnt on to you guys, and we can all grow this crypto industry together and profit on it together. If you like these videos, just chuck me a like on it. I'll keep putting up trading videos and IDOs, and I'll keep them coming. Thanks guys.